This podcast was brought to you by Success Park Publishers. From Mystic India to modern self-help gurus, the world is what you think it is. Visit blog.successparkpublishers.com for books and materials which help your dreams become reality.
Note 1. The magic of acting small and thinking big. What does one typically think when he or she thinks about success? On earth, how do people approach the subject of achievement? Be it thinking about success in general terms, or leading a new, happier life, or planning for a change in their life, people tend to touch the concept of thinking big. They think about the big things they are going to get. Images of that new life flood their minds. Then what happens next? Some people are highly motivated. They become super energetic. Now they take action courageously, which they haven't been able to previously. The desire to live what they dream supply them the power. But there are also people who just desire as much as the people mentioned above. As soon as this kind of people start to think big about their desires, they are overwhelmed, discouraged, and stripped of their confidence. They start to experience this mixed feeling. One part of them desires for the dream, desires really sincerely and longingly. That is good. Whereas the other part is frightened by the bigness of the dream. The problem is not with the desire part. Desire will always give you power. These people sincerely want to achieve what they want, be what they want, and do what they want. But the same dream that inspires them also frightens them at the same time. All this happening simultaneously. Hence, this means not everyone approaches the same goal the same way just because we are all different. And that is the reason why some people, when they think big, are pushed forward, while some are completely discouraged, though they too want to get to the dream so badly. We rishis always discuss about this. We know that there are many approaches, not just one, to get what one wants. Life is very flexible, and that's a good news for you. You can mold it with what works for you with all your personal touch in it. People tend to dismiss their dream as something beyond their reach just because when they think about their dream, though they want to realize their dream, they are flooded with this feeling of powerlessness that arises from thinking big. Like I said, some people are motivated by thinking big dreams and are empowered to take action. For these people, think big works perfectly. Their mental conditioning is compatible with thinking big. Why are the second category of people discouraged? Because normally they are discouraged when they think about the big steps they have to take to realize those big dreams. Here they are not demotivated by the big desire. They love their dreams. But they are frightened by the huge steps they need to be taking, the new person they have to become, the new ways they have to act, the new habits they have to develop, the new people they have to meet, etc. They are now going to do something new, a change, and hence they tend to step back and start losing confidence. Somehow these people associate big steps with thinking big. They think that everything must happen big. They are worried because they don't match the size of their dreams. They are not big enough, so they think. They have this wrong idea that they have to be too good for their dreams when they start, not realizing they don't have to. This idea that you have to have it all before you start is the cause of death of many dreams. So the ones who rob you of your big dream are: number 1, lack of self-belief, and number 2, fear to face different new worlds that you have to experience in your evolution process that will lead you to your dream. There are still some people, you wouldn't believe me, who are not at all inspired by big dreams. They are inspired to live life on smaller terms. They don't want to go big. They are not inspired by bigness. Somehow it never appeals to them. We can even say they desire small achievements over big ones. They are also fully content with their life. As long as their needs are met, they are happy. So, people come in all types. Even when you think big, the truth is, when you start on your dreams, you will not be a match for it. You wouldn't have grown to that level yet. You will be little in front of your grand ideal life. Exactly at this point, people get carried away. They think they can never make it just because they are small in comparison to what they are dreaming. They tend to tie their smallness now to their capacity. They decide whether they can reach their dream or not, keeping in mind their present level. They are afraid of the change because they do not want to taste new territories. Why? Because they don't believe they can manage to live successfully to be that new person who keeps changing to match the dream. So they misunderstand they are not fit for the dream. They feel worthless. Hence they never take the next step. The dream either goes to sleep in this stage inside them, or they completely give up on the dream and drift through life, or choose some other smaller dream that is not to their liking at all. They are defeated at the mental level even before they start. Does a seed get discouraged because it is small now and think it is not a match for the mighty oak tree it desires to grow? The Sutra. A seed is not afraid because it seems to know it doesn't have to be as big as the tree it will be one day. You don't have to be as big or as good as your big dreams now to achieve your dreams. Nor are you compelled by some unknown force to take nothing less than those huge efforts or grand plannings. Small efforts, small acts, small mental changes, small plans, small endeavors, small progresses, etc. are what you need to break that thinking big barrier. These small soldiers will give you the confidence increasingly as you sail through your days. Think big in the long term, think small for the now, and act small to achieve the immediate small milestones you have set for yourself. Your desire flows from those big dreams, so take the time once or more a day to reflect on your big dream. This is the fuel that will take you places. People do this part right. The first category of people have no problem in thinking big on their dreams. The second crucial part is this. When one divides and conquers, he or she usually gets rid of the fear of bigness. Your big dream doesn't necessarily need big efforts or a big you to materialize. Your action steps can be many small drops combined to form a flood. With what you are now and with what you have now, you can start your journey toward that ultimate grand destination. You grow and change little by little, step by step, drop by drop, tap by tap, and knock by knock. With more little things you have done, the more confidence births you will have given, and they give you the power to tackle even bigger challenges. The key to grow bigger your confidence level is: Number 1, realizing the relationship between taking action and level of confidence. Number 2, keep taking small consistent action steps that are related to your growth toward your dream. Approach things in the small terms when acting and approach them in the big terms when thinking. Continue to reach for that high sky with all your flaws, with all your current limitations, with all the temporary defeats, with all the embarrassments, and with all your imperfections. What happens is, as you continue to do so, with little steps consistently taken, you will end up being like that big oak tree.
Thanks for listening to this podcast. If you like what you heard, please leave a rating on iTunes or wherever you found this. Visit blog.successparkpublishers.com for books and materials which help your dreams become reality.